What's up, guys? Conan from Imonolith here. Just wanted to take you through a rig rundown. What I use is a Mesa Boogie Big Block 750 head. Very clean, very powerful, 750 watts, Class C amplifier. Pretty much set all at 12 o'clock, just to keep it simple. I'll go through some of the outboard gear that I use after this. And the cabinet that I'm using is a Powerhouse 4x12. Also, lots of huevos. Coming up next, we're going to go over some bases and we're going to go over some outboard gear. Woo!
Now this thing here, I don't know, I kind of consider this to be like my secret weapon. This is a quad cortex from Neural DSP. And Neural DSP is a company that does a lot of, plugins for guitars. And they have this one particular plugin called Parallax that I love to use when I'm recording, demos and riffs and that kind of stuff for the bass. Now, this thing is unreal. I can't even articulate the amount of stuff that you can do with this thing. How it sounds is it's insane. You can capture pretty much any tone that you currently have and run it through this. So you have some type of DI for front of house or whatever if you're going on tour. That's partially why I chose this for touring and for rehearsal and that kind of stuff, because this thing here can essentially, run all the sounds, the amp simulators, the cab simulators, all that kind of stuff. And I kind of captured Parallax through this thing. And so we rehearse with in-ear monitors and it sounds just like Parallax to me. And I had a big pedal board on my live rig before. And as soon as it took me a long time to get this, but when it came in and I plugged it in, I basically just like packed up my pedal board and got rid of it because this thing just smokes everything. Any guitar player, any bass player, any musician really, if you want sort of a one-stop shop to kind of do everything and it sounds amazing and it's easy to use, that's another key feature. That this is like this is all touch screen, and these these knobs here that you hit with your feet, they actually turn and they're actually like knobs and stuff, so you can adjust stuff. But yeah, I can't say enough good things about this thing. It's unreal, absolutely fantastic. So if you are thinking about one, I completely endorse this product. It's awesome. Get one. It's rad.
All right, here we got some basses, and the first one that I'm going to go over here is my Spectre Euro 5-string. This one I got straight from Spectre, so this one's kind of a custom weird one. It's not a regularly manufactured bass. I kind of lucked out with it. It is a 3-piece mahogany body, sort of a flame maple top there, and it's kind of an orangey sort of red, really cool finish on it. When I first got the bass, it had other EMG pickups in there, but I swapped them out and I put in some EMG X pickups. I hadn't had them before, but I heard some really good things, so I put those in there, and I actually put a tone capsule in there for the preamp from Dark Glass. And that thing is just a monster. Like the tonal capabilities and versatility with this thing is it's ridiculous. I don't remember ever, trying a bass before that had this much sort of capability as far as just different options for how it sounds. Stacked concentric pot there because I didn't want to drill another hole because the tone capsules have 5 controls on them there. So that's kind of the main bass that I want to use for recording. I love this thing. It's just a sick sounding bass. The workhorses that I'm going to use for the like touring and live performances and all that kind of stuff, these are the Spectre NS Pulse series. These are the 5-string series. Now these are the Korean versions, and they're not quite as expensive as some of the other ones, but they're still actually like way better than they should be for the money. It's a 3-piece swamp ash bodies on both of them. They both have ebony fretboards. They both have EMG DC 40, 40 DC pickups, and they have a tone pump preamp in them. So this one is the cinder finish here, and same sort of specs and all that kind of stuff. Love this bass. It's super cool. And they sound great. And, like I said, ebony fretboard, all that kind of good stuff. Really, really cool basses. I absolutely love them. Highly recommend them. I just didn't want to take this bad boy on the road or anything like that because it's, I think, pretty expensive and you don't want anything to happen to it. And it's just got sort of a really unique sound that's I haven't really found before. So yeah, these are the bases that I'm going to be using for Imonolith, and highly recommend them. Love them. Check them out if you get a chance. And thanks for watching.